What's the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening, whenever this video may find you, I am Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1, the number one. Sub to my YouTube channel, Blunt Money Best. That's the channel you're watching right here. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know what you are on. Most importantly, sub to the Cap Collective Discord. The link is in the bio of my Twitter page and in the description of this video. Didn't even recap yesterday, but I did lose maybe about a unit or two. Cause straights ended up 2 and 3, and Blunt Money Bets folded. Didn't have a bunch of them, but yeah. Hooks, oh god, hooks. I didn't have many live plays, but the ones I did have did hook. So that was lovely. But today, big day. That's why I'm joining so late, because I ended up having so many different plays I wanted to actually look into. And I had to make sure if I was gonna come on stream and give you a couple plays that I was going have stuff that I was supremely confident in and could explain myself for the most part. All right. So I may have Flow on. I will have Flow on. And I was gonna have Prop on, but it's like I said, I just got tied up, and the way we like to break games down, it wouldn't be enough time to do all that. But Flow should be coming on in the next 15-20 minutes, something like that. So yeah, I'll run through what I got in the NFL, and then what I have in the WNBA, and then I'll let Flow come talk about what he has in both, but probably mostly WNBA, and we'll take it from there. All right. Yeah. So first play that I already gave y'all Chuba Hubbard over 2.5 receptions. Love that even more because Thielen is still out with the concussion. But 4 and 5 receptions his last couple games. Shop around. You can put the 3 receptions with something else if it's moved. No, it's still minus 138. I got it at minus 130. Other places is like minus 150. So if you want to lay that juice, go ahead. Maybe put it with the 49er money line. Whatever you decide to do. But yeah, I got Chuba Hubbard over his 2.5 receptions. Also, Kyler Murray to throw 2 touchdowns today. I was surprised that was actually a playable price, minus 130 on FanDuel. So yeah, pretty sure. Let me Google, because I haven't had a chance to do this. I need to bring my charger. My phone gonna die. Let me see real quick. Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury girlfriend being the second search on that Twitter as well. Let's see. Yep, thought so. So, yeah, he's the Commanders offensive coordinator. That's a 4:00 game. I'll probably have an SGP or something for that game. I like that game. I think that game got a potential to have some fireworks. But yeah, Kyler Murray, 2 touchdowns against his former coach that he used to cuss out on the sidelines. Good enough for me. Oh, and his defense is absolutely awful. As you saw, there was no punts the last game when they played against Cincinnati. So even though who's out? Trey McBride is out for Arizona. I still think these guys can do what they got to do. So Kyler Murray, 2 touchdowns, minus 130. Well, to throw 2 touchdowns, minus 130. Love that. And I told you guys, young Josh Allen, if it's a big game, that boy gonna run over 6.5 rushes. Now, I wonder, one of y'all super smart people, and this will probably be it's not gonna be a lot of fat on the stream, but maybe somebody can tell me, or I'll put this on the timeline. Is quarterback kneels, do those count as rushes? They should count as rushes. Why wouldn't they count as rushes? Because they take rushing yards away from you, from the quarterback. I know people that lose on quarterback rush yards all the time because of the kneels. So if they're going to take away from your rushing yards, they should be rushing attempts, right? Either way it goes, I do think Josh Allen probably has about 10 carries for 40 or 50 yards this game. 2 touchdowns, hopefully. Young Josh, hopefully. So yeah, Josh Allen over 6.5 rushing attempts. That is on FanDuel minus 108, something like that. All right. So those would be your straight bets in the NFL. There y'all go. As far as WNBA, big game in the W. I got one straight bet so far. I could have whipped something else up, and I actually might. Nah, I'll let this blunt money bet I'm about to give you all that'll be enough. But yeah, Alyssa Thomas 12 points. Asia Wilson 8 rebounds. It's simple. Playoff time. AT be shooting. You know she gonna get at least 3 baskets on layups. You know, in a fast break where the ref just let her throw whoever right in front of her. She just gonna throw them right out the way and lay up for like 2 or 3 of those. So also she's been hitting jump shots, and she's done well against this team all season. So I do like AT to score 12 points. I put that with Asia Wilson to get 8 rebounds. I told you guys, Asia Wilson and Breanna Stewart really got me up last year, or got us up last year. Pause, it's crazy. But 12 rebounds apiece from them was really good for us. So I think I've already put that in the blunt money bet, and Flo just pulled up. So I'll give you guys a couple more of my bets, then I'll let Flo come on and give you guys his WNBA and NFL looks. I'll also give you guys a couple NFL bets if you guys want all my NFL, and I'll give you guys a few more, like 2 touchdowns for Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, and I'll parlay them together. Chuba, Brees Hall, Kyron Williams to score a touchdown. That's my boost on FanDuel. And I'll give you guys like 2 or 3 more. But if y'all want many more NFL bets, just look at the stream from yesterday. But as far as this I use my 50% boost for the WNBA. Asia, 20 points and 10 rebounds. Asia. She's just Queen Asia. You can just depend on that. Not saying that she's guaranteed to get it, but yeah. 20 and 10 for Asia. 15 and 8 for Stewie, because Stewie be fronting with the points, but I do love her rebounds. And 2 threes apiece for Kelsey and Sabrina. Keeping the shit real simple and sweet, not getting too crazy with it. With the boost plus 458, put a quarter unit on that thing. Again, Asia 20 and 10, Stewie 15 and 8. That's points and rebounds, and 2 threes from the shooters. Shout out to Sabrina. She's 1 bet away from cashing. She's a better way from becoming the queen of the channel. So shout out to Sabrina. I should actually give her more opportunity today. Wait, I did. Speaking of which, I'll give you guys a couple Sabrina bets. I should take her to hit like 5 threes, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But I'll do her and Plum to get to hit 4 threes plus 735. I think that should be better. I should have actually shopped around. So you should shop around on DraftKings. That might be better on DraftKings. And I'm never gonna quit Benaje Laney. 3 threes plus 520. It's gonna happen sooner or later. And last but not least, before I have Flo come on, Stewie, 12 rebounds, Asia, 12 rebounds, plus 553. That was 1250 last year. That shit was crazy. Or maybe it was 650 and then the 14-14 was 1250. I know we was cashing on the things, but ladies and gentlemen, those are your straight bets and your blunt money bets. I'll let Flo come on and do his thing, and then I'll leave you guys with a couple of NFL blunt money bets that I have myself. All right, Flo, it's the vibes, my guy.
Good afternoon, happy Sunday. How you feeling, my guy?
I can't complain. Mr. Nick's in the building. Mr. Nick's in the building. Huh?
Let's go.
Oh, Lord.
Man, listen.
Man, hold on. Now we got to give plays because we'll be talking about this shit all
day.
Yeah. Get a place.
Like you said, let's stay on schedule. On schedule, Flo.
On schedule. Well, congrats, my guy.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm excited. Just to keep it short, I'm excited. Like, I think there's a lot of question marks, but I think there's a lot of reason to be excied. So all you can ask for is hope. So we have hope.
Big time moves, man. Big moves.
Yeah. Big moves. Yeah.
I do your thing, man. What you got for us? WNBA, NFL, whatever.
All right, cool. Yeah, for real. Yeah, man. You know it's crazy. WNBA got to ship it together, man. These games should be on Monday or Tuesday. My eyes were glazed over with all these Oh, look at this. I know you ain't show up today. I salute to you for showing up because, man, them Knicks is coming, boy. But the Jets at 1 o'clock. Breece Hall, man. Breece Hall should kill today. There's a Denver defense that is suspect. They're missing the middle linebacker, Alex Singleton, last week, out for the season. I put on my page, I like Cody Barton's tackles plus assists. It was at 6.5 minus 130. I think that dropped, but you could put that with Jets money line or whatever you want to do to drop the juice. But really like Cody Barton, the write-ups on the wall. Breece Hall's in a spot, I think, to blow up. He hasn't really had a blow-up game yet this year. It's going to come eventually. He's too good. Kind of like bad circumstances so far. Week 1, played the Niners. Jets barely had the ball. Niners were winning the whole game, not a run game script. Week 2 against Tennessee. Tennessee's a star run defense. He only had 14 carries. Jets offense didn't really find their rhythm. Week 3 was a short week. The Jets said they were going to like get Braylon Allen involved. Braylon's going to be involved, but I just think that like one of these weeks is like you're going to get the Breece Hall 17 for 110. So I took the full Breece Hall ladder all the way up to 125. So love Breece Hall today. I think he's going to eat. Cody Barton on the other side. There's a dude who's a tackling plus assist monster last year when he was on the Commanders, I want to say. His 6.5. I love the 6.5. I was going to give out his full ladder to 12 tackles plus assists. That's at plus 1,100, but it's like Caesars had it and they pulled it. So if you have like bet 365, I think you could take it up to 10 at plus 350. I love it. This is a guy who's just like said with affection and love, he's like a meathead. Like when the other team runs the ball, he just takes his big ass in the hole and just like slaps the running back every single time. Like last year, I want to say because he's going to be calling the plays and wearing that green dot. Last year, when he played 100% of the snaps, he covered this line 6.5, 10 of 11, and 7 of the 11, he had double-digit tackles plus assists. Like, the guy is like a rock at linebacker. Like, he makes tackles. That's what he's out there to do. Not the most talented linebacker, but, like, he hits people. So, I'm here for that. Off the WNBA, what do I like in the WNBA? Liberty Aces. Just to give you guys a quick breakdown, unfortunately, I'm too close to it. I think the Aces are going to win the series. But I do think the Liberty will take game 1 because I think it's like the revenge thing. So the one I haven't pulled on, but I'm looking at is on FanDuel, Liberty win game 1, Aces to win the series. Because if I'm being unbiased, like I think the Liberty are better. But like you've been saying it since the Olympics with Brondello, like, okay, the big spot's here. Do you trust this team? I don't trust them. I want them to win. I want to trust this team. I don't. And for that reason, Chelsea Gray's points plus assists. Chelsea Gray murders the Liberty. I mean, they're going to put Benajeley Hamilton on her. It was at 15.5. It jumped to 16.5. I think based off what we just saw in the Seattle series, this should be 17.5 in my opinion. Like, she's clearly, like, back. Like, all season, she looked kind of like washed, no juice, no explosion. But, like, she was giving Seattle that work. So, if Chelsea Gray back and she trying to get this three-peat, yeah, I'm just going to rock with Chelsea Gray over here and see what happened here. I swear going that double-double at plus 1,000 because she had – I want to say a couple 8-assist games against the Liberty this year, and I want to say in that finals last year, she had a couple 9-assist games. So we just saw Jordan Canada dice up the Liberty and push the pace. I think, like, Chelsea Gray, I mean, at the end of the day, like, we're down to, like, the final most precious part of the season. Like, you take the dogs and you ride with them. Chelsea Gray is one of them. So I'm taking Chelsea. You mentioned Alyssa Thomas points in the late game. Love that one. 12.5 ESPN bet. Thank you for showing up to New York because them lines are sweet. Minus 105 for 12.5. Sure, I'm with that. Another one I like, which is a sneaky one, is the.
Wait, we got ESPN bet now?
Yeah, just a couple days ago, and they didn't give us a promo code, no nothing, no rollout. It's like, hey, we here.
That's crazy.
Yeah, insane.
Okay.
So.
Okay, yeah, because they line super sweet in the NBA.
Super sweet, and bro, listen, you want to know something I did on the side here? This is just a personal play, not an official. It's just, I liked. It's my first day on ESPN bet. I had to pull something. I just took the 2 dogs and like who I think gonna show up, and that is Chelsea Gray. You can ladder up points plus assists. Her 20 points plus assists with Alyssa Thomas's 25 points plus assists, and it's 533. I threw 0.2 on that. Just a nice little. I just think that players who are gonna put in work. A sneaky one is I want to give a shout out to Scott Rakel Radio. He pointed this out, and I looked into it. I really liked the numbers. Was Feezy and the Feezy Collars 2 and 3 blocks. The 2 are minus 140. And the 3, I want to say, is 220. Just to get you some numbers here in a second, because there's like 17 games today. So Fee versus Connecticut this year has 2-2 and 4 blocks last game. In the playoffs, where's playoffs here? Here you go. In the playoffs, she had 2 in game 2 versus Phoenix, 2 in game 1 versus Connecticut last year. Overall, she has 2 blocks in 7 of her last 10 games. So, Fee blocks. Caleb Betts, shout out to him too, who also gives great info. He talked about the fact that like she had 3 blocks alone on Breonna Jones post-ups. So yeah, Fee's a dog. I just love this game so much because it's like Fee gonna play 40 minutes, Alyssa Thomas gonna play 40 minutes. Game gonna stay close. Every match between these two teams were within 5 points this year. Like you're gonna get the dogs playing close. Courtney Williams, I don't know what's going on with her minutes. Like, I like her points with assists, but like they just be benching her for no reason. Like, they don't tell you why though. So I don't know what's going on with that. Sneaky one is Marina Mabrey under, because like the Lynx guard that perimeter. I'm not gonna take it though, but like I think it's at 16.5, especially if Taisha Harris is back. Like, she's not gonna get as much usage. So that's one of those, like, I'm just like, okay, closer we get to game time. Oh, also Breonna Jones rebounds. Hold on, where is it here? Her 8 are definitely like in play. Breonna Jones versus the Lynx, 3 games this year, 6, 5, and 8. I think we get great value because she had a bad matchup. She got benched in game 2 pretty much because Boston was giving her that work. In game 1, she had 5 rebounds. Line sitting at 4.5, minus 158, juicy as hell. But the 6 is right there. And if you just look at like before the season finale against Chicago, it just didn't count in the playoffs. Her previous 6 games were 6, 9, 8. 998, just rebounds. And Brittany Griner, you know she hates to rebound, and even she was grabbing rebounds on the Lynx. So, yeah, they're going to be in that zone. She's going to be parked in the lane. She should play like 26, 27 minutes again, maybe even more. I like Breonna Jones rebounds. It's hideous because like Breonna Jones don't be rebounding like that, but I like that a ton. And also on a sprinkle, you got to be thinking my girl Benijah Lady-Hamilton. Her rebounds, too, might be in play versus the Aces this year. 4, 7, and 6 rebounds, and that was like in 25 minutes. So, I always say the 2 players I compare the most, Gabby Williams, Benijah Lady-Hamilton. It's tough because Jonquel and Stewie are there, and they could just snatch all the boards and go crazy. But we just saw, I think Gabby grabbed like, 6, 7 in that game too. So I have other leans, but those are like my main thoughts on this day.
Yeah, man. I'm just a little I just try not to go too crazy because I'm gonna tell you with the Chelsea Gray look. I seen Benajay, she can have a big game, but what's been worrying me is it's like these Liberty starters, it's almost like they don't be playing that many minutes. Do you think they're gonna increase their minutes this series, or you think they're gonna stay at like that 32-minute where they've been at, that 32-minute clip?
Yeah, I think you're gonna see like Stewie to me gotta be at 35, 36, 37. Jonquel's the main one. I want to take her something, but like I don't trust. She gotta be at like 29 to 31 minutes. Like, it's embarrassing if they don't win this series. Like, it sounds crazy to say, like, if they don't win this series, like, Sandy Bradell might get fired. Like, the whole point of putting this whole team together was to beat that team and to win a championship. And if you come up short again 2 years in a row, like, it feels so much like Knicks Bulls in the 90s. Like, it just feels like the Aces are going to find a way to come out on top. I hope I'm wrong. I just think, like, that's what's about to happen here. Like, interesting ones like Sabrina's. There's so many looks. I'm not taking them all, but, like, Sabrina's 3 at minus 130 feel like, that seems kind of low. So
yeah, I thought that as well. Even Kelsey, we'll see if Kelsey plays.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
And I think this is classic. Like, whoever has a bad game 1, take them for game 2, because you know this is going to be like a 5-game war between these 2 teams. If Asia's off today, I'm taking her in game 2. If Stewie's off today, I'm taking her in game 2. Whoever's off today, I'm just taking them in game 2.
Now about Breece Hall, he did have a huge game against them last year.
Yeah,
for what it's worth. So
yeah, he went crazy.
I wanted to mention that when you guys when you came on. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a super lotto bet. I'll give you guys.
Fee just got named Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah, I'm definitely taking the Fee rebounds on a full unit now.
Wait, and where are you getting them blocks at?
FanDuel under defense.
Oh, so they there. See, I gotta, man.
It's so janky because like I didn't think to look for it because they didn't have them in round 1. So I'm like, oh, I guess they're not doing it anymore. And then now they do have them. So it's like,
yeah,
it's janky.
I gotta really look at stuff because there's so many markets now, man.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
Oh my, it really is. But I just gotta start even earlier next weekend. It's fine. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a couple blunt money bets. Then I got my guy C Money Flow. You could definitely stick around for the next 15-20 minutes and chime in.
Yeah.
Or you
Because
can
I had a
skate what
question
you
for
want
you.
to do.
Not to cut you
Yeah.
off. I had a question for you.
Oh, what?
You are the king 1 year ago. You know, I always keep note. These two teams play, and you were killing that. I think one game you had Stu and Asia to both grab 12, and then one game you had both Liberty Bigs to grab 20. And I saw that on the player props, and I knew when I was coming here, I was going to ask you that question. What's your read on
Yeah.
that?
You know me, man. I ran it back kind of blindly. Yep. I played Stewie and Asia to each have 12. That was like a plus 500 or 600, I think. Plus 500. Stewie 14 surprisingly was like 660 by itself.
Yeah, you saw that, right?
I think that's worth the play.
Yeah.
Maybe John Quill goes absolutely crazy. They got her 18 rebounds around. But I tend to, I spam Stewie and Asia rebounds in this series. Yeah, and that was my boost. My boost was Asia 20 and 10, Stewie 15 and 8, and then Plum and Sabrina to have 2 threes.
I like
and that was
that.
like a plus 450. So
I like that.
Yeah, but to your point, big fan of Chelsea grades in this series. I'll just have to wait and see. I'll tell you. I know my boy Game, he's laughing at that. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you on that. And then before I actually, have confidence to give her out or anything, I'll have to watch. But I'm anxious to see these 2 game ones, man. I want to see the game ones and see if there's any matchups, because that always scares me about playoffs. It's like, damn, I rewatch some of the games, or I'll see what happened like when they played each other, and then it might be like a big adjustment or some shit. So I'm always on the lookout for that, and hopefully they got the live plays available. Hopefully,
I hope so too. Because the perfect would be like, who the hell is Sabrina Garden? Can I just take her live points? Is it Kelsey or is it Jackie? Because I just want to take that person's points.
I hope they're guarding each other.
They
don't have 20. You know what I'm saying? They don't each give each other 20. I hope they're guarding each other.
Thanks. That's fair.
You score. No, you score. You score.
Right. Ain't gonna be a playoff game. It's gonna be Sabrina versus Kelsey.
Facts. You can't guard me. You can't guard me neither. All right, gang. So here's how I use my 50% boost. 60 yards receiving for Deontay and Stephon Diggs. Cardinals money line and Josh Allen over his 6.5 rushing attempts. So Deontay, again, big fan of Chuba, big fan of Dalton today in a revenge game. And I think the Bengals are going to probably win this, but the Bengals don't have a good defense. So I think Deontay with no Thielen could get 60 yards. Diggs, no Tank Dell. I know Tank is probably like the third receiver, but that's even more reason for Diggs to get 60 yards. And Cardinals money line, one of my favorite money lines today. I think they beat Washington. I think these niggas may actually punt a couple times today, but we'll see. And Josh Allen over 6.5 rush yards. You guys know that's a straight bet I gave you guys already. With you guys and girls, I gave y'all this straight bet. The way I feel about it is, if Josh Allen in a big game, Josh Allen gonna run.
He gonna run. Yeah,
he gonna run.
Bills
ain't really had to do too much of nothing. So all right, so that's that. And I'll give you guys this super mega lotto. Then I'm gonna bring my boy C Money up, and he's gonna give you guys a few NFL looks. All right. Jets to have 5 sacks versus the Broncos, rookie quarterback. Houston to have 5 sacks versus the Jags. All these are under game specials featured. Keep scrolling. The first game specials, you don't see them. You got to keep scrolling to where you see offensive, defensive game specials. But under popular, not the first game special. I know it sounds weird, but the second game special, okay? I did Jets to get 5 sacks. Some of these are worth playing solo, but instead of putting like 1/10 of a unit on all of them, I just round robin them, and if 2 of them hit, we'd be good. Jets 5 sacks versus the Broncos, rookie quarterback. And it's weird to me because the Broncos is lower. The Broncos is like plus 600 to get 5 sacks versus Rodgers. I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah,
that didn't make sense to me either. I think they're going because like the rookie Olu-Fashinu's at tackle over Morgan Moses, but like Rodgers releases so fast, he gonna just get the ball out so quick. Like,
yeah. C Money, what up, man? I'm gonna get to you in a minute. Appreciate you pulling up. After I get done with this last blood money bet, I'm gonna get to people.
Okay.
Yeah, Jets 5 sacks versus the Broncos. Texans 5 sacks versus the Jags. Jags offensive line is terrible. They're on the road. I'll take it. Steelers against the Colts. I mean,
Oh
what's my
yeah,
name?
that's a good
Watt.
one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Now, Richardson, he can move, but Watt can move too. So shit. Niners to get 5 sacks versus Jacoby and them against the Patriots, and the Raiders to get 5 sacks versus Deshaun Watson versus the Cleveland Browns. Because every week I look up, it's like he getting sacked. So yeah. So if you guys notice, all these for the most part are attacking quarterbacks that's on the road or young/rookie quarterbacks. So again, this shit's like a plus 691,000. Hopefully all of it hits. That'd be amazing. But realistically, I just hope we get 2 of these and we'll be pretty good. Even a plus 300 and a plus 380 to be all right. But any 2 will be okay. They're plus 700, plus 500, plus 650, 380, and 300. One more time. Jets to get 5 sacks today versus the Broncos. Texans to get 5 sacks today versus the Jags. Steelers to get 5 sacks versus the Colts. Niners to get 5 sacks versus the Patriots, and the Raiders to get 5 sacks versus the Browns. I got a bunch more on the cord. I actually will have a bunch more for the cord. So yeah, take that for what it's worth. And speaking of the cord, while you here, follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy One, the number one. Follow my boy C Money. He about to come promote all of his shit. Follow my guy Flo, Stephen Florval. But you spell it like Floor Rival. So I follow him on Twitter at that. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy One, the number one. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video, heart and retweets. I greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the Dream Girls always retweeting, and my guy Black Thor always retweeting. Appreciate that. And more importantly, sub to the Cap Collective Discord. Link is in the description of the video, bio of my Twitter page. If you want all the flow plays, sub to the House of Stems. They're going up in that thing as well. All right. Shout out to them boys. So that's that. There's your promo. C Money. What's the vibes, my guy? What you got for us?
What's up, man? How are you? I got so much. That's the problem. I got too much. I'm really liking this slate. So I had over 14 wide receiver looks. I have 7 running back looks, and I have 7 quarterback different looks that I was looking at. But we can head off to wherever you want to. But I guess some of my running backs I was looking at Aaron Jones. I have a big game today against the Packers. He's just been really efficient. As for like a kind of like a prop that not a lot of people are on, his longest rush was 15.5, and he's hit that crazy amount of dating back to when he was with the Packers. He's had explosive rushes, and the Packers are giving up tons of explosive runs this season. So that's a good look. Looking at Harris for Pittsburgh, 50 plus, 75 plus. You should get plenty of work here. Pittsburgh Steelers going up against the Colts. Every team that's played the Colts have run an exorbitant amount of plays this season, so they're going to get plenty of work there. You talking about sacks? I did like the Steelers over 2.5 sacks versus Anthony Richardson. Richardson, as much as everyone likes to, talk about his running, he doesn't scramble. His scramble rate is right down there with, I should say, Jared Goff and Aaron Rodgers. So as athletic as he is, he's not scrambling. All his runs have come off design runs. So he's standing in there. I don't know why, but because he can't throw right now. He's not very accurate, but over 2.5 sacks looks good there in that game as well. I know you mentioned Chuba Hubbard. I like him today to go over his rushing and receiving prop. James Conner is also a sneaky one in a smash spot versus Washington. I mean, there's so many good spots in that Washington game. It's actually insane. I don't think you can go wrong taking a prop in that game. Kyler Murray rushing in that game, also sneaky good. He's hit, I think he's 33.5. He's hit over that every single game this year. And then as you know, this Washington defense is pretty suspect. And if you want to look at receivers in that game, you got Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, you can ladder him, I think, today. 6, 7, 8 receptions, 70, 80, 100 yards, however you want to play him. And a touchdown. I think he scores in this game too. So on the other side of that one, you got Brian Robinson in a nice spot too against Arizona's rush defense. I think that's something to look at if you're – I mean, that's probably my favorite game to do SGP
Yeah, I said
on.
the
So
same thing. I think that game got a lot of potential myself.
yeah, for sure. As for I guess some props that are off the radar, I'm a Patriots fan. Demario Douglas receptions again. We went there last week. I think you can ladder that up. I mean, you can get some serious odds for 5, 6, 7, 8 catches in that game. They're going to try to get the ball out quick again. I believe offensive coordinator for the Patriots said this is a get the ball out your hand quick game, and if that's the case, then Douglas is your guy. Even like over a half a yard in the first quarter, we got there last week with 1 yard, 1 catch, 1 yard. Hey, that's a win.
Yeah.
But another guy that's kind of off the radar is Lil Jordan Humphrey, reception ladder. I think Cortland Sutton's in for a long day. I don't think he's going to be able to get anything going here. So you're looking at auxiliary guys for the Denver Bronco team. That's going to be, probably in a negative game script here against the Jets. They're going to have to throw eventually. If you don't love Nick's throwing, which is understandable, take Nick's rushing over 25 plus. He can move a little bit, so I think he's gonna be running around a little bit in that one. I mean, 50 plus is like plus 600, I think, plus 500. So that's a little bit too much. I understand, but 25 plus is definitely doable. And he's done that pretty consistently this year. Yeah, so I think you're looking at your standard like kind of receiver ones. London 50 plus. I think he's in a good spot. He's starting to get in a rhythm with Kirk Cousins. DJ Moore is in a sneaky spot today. A lot of people are off the Bears, but this is a great matchup for Caleb Williams and the Bears offense. Even Caleb Williams 2 touchdowns was plus 140. So that's pretty good value for this Rams defense that has been.
Yo, see, let me ask you, not to cut you off because you cooking, loving this shit.
Right? I'm just trying to get it all out.
Yeah, no. I got one question. How you feel about Kyler 2 touchdowns? I'll bet that. You like that? To throw 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, I think, looking at that.
I played it at 130.
I think it's going to be, a fast-paced, high-scoring game. I think everyone kind of thinks that at the moment. But I guess my own one caveat would be is that Connor and Robinson both have good spots here. And if they want to kind of, slow it down a bit and not play that style, I could see that happening. But if it gets, you could see Kyler running around a bit if they get, down here and chucking it around a bit. But no, I don't hate that at all. I think, and if you're going to go at 2 touchdowns, I think Harrison's a good choice. Even sorry, lost my train of thought. But the other receiver there, Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson may get a touchdown in this game too.
Okay.
He's getting he's had 2 touchdowns this year. He definitely had one where he was the first touchdown scorer. So outside receivers are a problem for Washington. So actually all receivers are a problem for Washington. They can't guard anybody. So and obviously they don't have their tight end today. So McBride's out. Dortch and Michael Wilson are sneaky as well. So
all right, man. If you had and if you don't, that's fine. If you had a best bet, because I don't do best bets, but if you had a best bet or a favorite bet, what would you say that is?
I don't really do them either. I feel like all of them are best bets.
Yeah.
I think that's a tough one for me. I kind of like them all, to be honest. So I can't really give you that answer.
No, that's cool. I think the favorite, or at least the one of the most unique looks I thought you gave was the Jones longest rush over that. and how he's gone over that historically. So that's definitely
Yeah,
one
no,
of
I
them.
think it's like I want to say it's 7 of 9 of his last 9 games. He's hit that. So, and I think opponents versus the Packers have gone crazy. Like Taylor went over his 4 times in one game. Um, they've just given up a ton of explosives. So if you're looking at those longest rush props, those are fun. And another one is Chase Brown to go over his longest rush over 11.5. He's gone over that 2 or 3, and I could see him doing that again here against Carolina's terrible run defense. So.
All right, man. Love it. Let me get through these comments. And real quick, Flo or C Money, either one of y'all can answer this question. You guys know have any leads on like weather greatly affecting any of these games today?
Yeah, I mean, the only one obviously is because I'm in New York, is like it's misty, it's nasty outside, and the weather looks hideous. I just wanted to like talk about his Bo Nix real quick. I thought that was a sharp look. The Jets struggle versus like quarterbacks who could like RPO it and like kind of get out the pocket. I want to say last year was the first time Sean Payton played like this Jets defense, and like Russell Wilson had like 43 yards rushing, and like that's been kind of like the one way you can kind of get to him. And they don't have CJ Mosley, so he gave a bunch of great looks there, but that was one I was like, oh yeah, I remember reading about that. That was a great call by him.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. And in the rain, you just said it. They're going to be throwing short, and you talked about Rodgers getting the ball out of his hand early. I think it's going to kind of get dropped down, and Nix is a young quarterback. His first read, and he's out of there. So
yeah.
All right, love it. Cuz, what up, man? Same shit, different day, same thing, I should say. M Dot, what up? Appreciate you pulling up. Paola. I seen a ton of Sabrina unders on my timeline today. Interesting. Maybe they think she gets Jackie. I don't know. My boy Bev Rose said Ron Robin, Josh Allen, 50 rush yards, Saquon 2 TDs. Mabry 6 assists, Stewie 25 points. Not bad. Cross sport vibes. Okay. You noticed to take turns on who cooks, and it's Stewie today. All right. Game 545 in here with his normal Knicks hate. And on Paul's Patrol. Appreciate you.
Can I give you a quick play real quick? I'm sorry to cut you off, just like a 15 minutes. So yeah, they threw back up the ladder that I kind of like as a sneaky one. Cody Barton. Like I'm telling you, like not to like make this guy out to be like Ray Lewis, but like he's like a double-digit tackle merchant. So you could get his 10 tackles for plus 333 on Caesars and his 12 at 900. I like that. I'm doing like a 0.1 and like a 0.2 sprinkle on both, because I just think that you just look at the raw numbers, like 7 of 11 games last year, 100% snaps, double digits. Like the weather is awful outside. To me, this is like for the Jets, like you're going to London, like get the lead, run the ball, get the hell out of there. So, and it's one of those things where like as long as the game's within like 14 points, 17 points late, like is Braylon or Breece going to be running the ball out late? So I like it on a sprinkle. I just thought that it was like just a like kind of an extension on like the play that I really like today. I like that one too.
All right. I definitely wrote it down, and that's on Caesars.
Yeah, it's on Caesars. Caesars lets you like kind of take tackles plus assists like laddered up now. They got rid of the same game function. I slapped them in like week 2, and then like they haven't brought it back since. But like, yeah,
you can do it on Bet365 as well.
Man, I wish we see us basic New York people don't have
it's the greatest.
Yeah, I know. I'm so jealous of y'all. Y'all have everything. Like, I'm like, man, I wish we had that.
C Money, where you at?
I'm in Australia.
Oh wow, holy shit! Appreciate you pulling up, my guy. Australia in the building. Aaron Jones, Najee, Saquon, and James Conner for anytime touchdown. Love all of those. Love them, Sue. Hopefully you cash that. Game said no Diddy. Also, what go on, man? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, y'all, or evening, whatever it is. Where y'all at? Do I like Courtney 6 assists, Alyssa Thomas 8 assists? I seen both hit in most day matchups this season. I would say I like Alyssa Thomas more, but her 8 assists is like nasty. I think the 10 assists or the 9 assists is where you would have to look. Courtney, it's tough. I know Courtney, if you think Fee's gonna have a big game, then Courtney's gonna have a big game assist-wise, because a lot of her stuff comes directly from court. A lot of feed buckets come directly from court. I don't want to talk you off. I know with me, especially with that game, I'm just going to watch the first game. The total was low. Both of these teams are really good defensively. I won't be surprised if we see some unders in this game. I won't be surprised. So, but I would say no more than a half unit on the court, 6 assists, and AT has been diamond. If anything, I would do 18 points plus assists personally. Feed defensive player of the year, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm back on the point. Well, I'm not on it, but I'm telling y'all today. I'm telling y'all, you can bet WNBA first quarter points now. I saw that. You can't SGP them. It's weird. If I can't SGP stuff, I don't even be paying attention. That's awful. But yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw
Brianna
that.
Jones 3.5 was free.
You think so? Okay.
I don't want to say free, but like I like it. I'll just say I like it a lot. That's all.
Well, any worry about that shoulder?
Yes, definitely. That's a good call. I am worried about the shoulder.
Okay.
I am worried about. That's a very good point. Very good point.
Okay. I mean, she could definitely get 4 points in the first quarter. So she's definitely gonna get her touches, but we'll see. We'll see. Lots of winning the Tampa game because of that hurricane. And I actually looked at the Tampa weather as well, and it's a 50% chance of rain and even thunderstorms. I don't know. I wonder what's gonna happen there. Adam the Who, appreciate you pulling up, my guy. Hope all is well on this Sunday. Same with you, Black Thor. Always appreciate. I just mentioned you, my guy. Appreciate you pulling up. Who's the best look on Suns point wise? Deej or Bonner, maybe? No, I like AT, bro. Flo, how you feel about that?
Yeah,
I like AT. Now, I'll have to do a little more research because Flo said he personally want to kind of stay away from Mavs. Y'all know me, it's gonna be Mavs if anybody, but AT definitely. I gave out AT 12 points and Asia 8 rebounds as a straight bet. So yeah, big fan of that. All right. Anybody got any closing remarks before we get up out of here? Okay.
Oh, yes. I have one. I gotta play the role one more time. Fourth drive of the Jets game. Look for the Braylon Allen catch this drive. You got to wait to see where the ball is. God forbid they have it like the Broncos turn it over. It's at their own 15. Don't take it. But if the Jets can go the field, Braylon usually gets that fourth drive. The last 2 games, he has a reception and a target against Tennessee, and he treated me well on Monday night against Pats with a reception. So 4th drive, Braylon live catches drive. I'm hoping it's the thing where he doesn't have a catch yet, and it's like plus 400. So 4th drive, Braylon. That's 4th drive,
Braylon.
4th drive, Braylon. Give it to us again. Give it to us again, Braylon. And that's Braylon Allen, the running back for the Jets, for those who don't know who I'm talking about. Braylon Allen.
See, Money, you got anything, man?
Last thing, looking at first touchdown scores, kind of like I said, Michael Wilson. I think he's a long shot that you guys can play in the red zone. He's a big target. Also a sneaky in that Philly game. All the other receivers outside of Goddard, first quarter over yards were at a half a yard. So someone's got to catch the goddamn ball in that game. I mean, Barkley was plus money. Paris Campbell's plus money. Johnny Wilson's plus money. All those guys are plus money outside of Goddard. So unless they just run the ball and then give the ball to Goddard, someone's cashing on that. So look out for those as well.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. All right, gang. Hopefully you guys got a bunch of information today. Hope everybody has an amazing day. Do me a favor, hit that like button on your way out. If you want all the Flow plays, you can sub to the House of Stems and follow Flow. Follow me and see Money as well on Twitter. And if you want all of our plays as soon as they drop, sub to the Cap Collective Discord, man. The link is in the bio of my Twitter page in the description of this video. As always, greatly appreciate y'all rocking with me. Y'all know the vibes. Get this cash. Gotta have it. So let's